In this video, we will going to discuss about the set default method in Python program. So to do that, you will often have to set a value in a dictionary for a certain key only. If that key does not already have a value, it does not have a already value. For example, we have a span is the variable having a dictionary name Puka, that is the key and value, age 5, that is key and value. If color not in span, if the color not in span, the condition is true, then assign span color is equal to black, print span. So what will going to be the output? The output will be name Puka, age 5, color black. So both the key and value is updated by using this span color equals black. Now similarly, the same way we can do it for the set default method offers a way to do this in one line of code. The first argument passed to the method is the key to check for, and the second argument is the value to set that key to set at that key if the key does not exist. If the key does exist, the set default method returns the key's values. What is the meaning of this? The same example we will going to take. Span equals name Puka, age 5. Span dot set default color comma black. Now first here what he says, the first argument passed to the method is the key to check. So that means the color, the first argument is color. Is color is there in the span? No. So it checks for that. And the second argument is the value to set. The second argument is the value, which is the black, is that becomes the value is set at that key if the key does not exist. Of course, the key does not exist because both the key and the value is not there. The color is not there in span. Therefore, we are setting the default of color comma black. So print span, if the key does exist, the set default method returns the key's values. Means what? You can see name Puka, age 5, color black. So this is the updated set default method keys values. Similarly, if you have a span name Puka, age 5, then I will going to use two default color. Span set default color black. Again span default color white. If I want to give print span, what it does is, it will print only the first set default color. See here what happens, why it is not taking the second one, because the set default color is already existing in the first instance. Therefore, if you give the second instance as default color white, since it is already existing, it will not going to consider the color comma white, because color is the key and the white is the value. Now the first time set default is called the dictionary in span changes to name Puka, age 5 and color black. The method returns the value black because this is now the value set for the key color. When span set default color white is called next, the values for that key is not changed to white because span already has a key named color. So that is the reason why it is not updated. The set default method is a nice shortcut to ensure that a key exists. Here is a short program that counts the number of occurrences of each letter in a string. So suppose if you have a message, it was a bright cold day in April. Say for example, you have a message. What I wanted to do is, I want to check whether the character is existing or not. After that character existing or not, then I want to count the number of characters. That means I how many times is there, T how many times is there, space is how many times is there, and all those things. Suppose I will just give for a why this thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 eyes. Okay. So let us have only for that. For example, first initially I will going to take a count. Count is 0. Why I am giving the dictionary? Because I want to take the character which is a key, and then I want to count the number of characters, it becomes a value. So here for character in message, is the character existing in message? Yes. because the character is there. Count set default character comma 0. So what it does is set default. If the character is 0, so that value of I, here the count will be, here the dictionary is empty first. So it will take I, the character is 0. Yes, I value it will be taken as 0. So the count character will be 0. So the count character will be equal to count character plus 1. Since I is there, so count character initially it is 0, so it becomes 1. 0 plus 1 becomes 1. So I will going to become 1 here. Okay. Then it will take T. Second one, T. The character in message, yes, the condition is true. Count set default character T is equal to 0. Then count character T, the 0 plus 1, T will also become 1. Then you have a space. Space is the character in the message. Yes, space is also counted as a character. Count set default is 0, so space is becomes 1. Then I will go for W. Is W is also existing in the character? Yes. So then count set default W is equal to 0 here. So W becomes 1 here. Then A. So A again 0 here, it becomes 1. Yes. Again 0 here and 1. Then it goes for a space. So here already space is there 1. So count set default character comma 0. Here what happens? It will not take 0. It will take 1 because count, space is already existing. So count character will be equal to, count character is 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. So this is how it keeps on doing. How many times I have to get T? T should get 1, then 2, sorry, I should get 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we can see here, capital I will going to have 1, okay. Small I will be equal to how much? Capital I, the small I will become 3 here. This small I should be 3, but here it has been given because there is a typing error, it should become I. So how many number of spaces we have? T, let us take for example, T, 1, 2 and only 2 should have, so 2 is there. How many number of spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. You can see 7 spaces. W, how many number of W's? W is 1. How many number of A's? 1, 2, 3. 3 A's. Then space over. A is over. Space is over. B. How many B's are there? Only 1. So B should be 1. How many number of R? R 1, 2. R is 2. Okay. So in the similar fashion it will goes R is 2. Yes, in the similar fashion it goes, and so it will count the number of characters in the message. So this is how it will going to be done. This program loops over each character in the message variable string, count how often each character appears. The set default method call ensures that the key is in the count dictionary with a set default is 0. So the program doesn't throw a key error when the counter character is equal to counter character plus 1 is executed. So this is how you will be able to get the set default method in the Python program. Now we will try to execute this by using the Python. So to do that, first I will going to use spam equals, I will open a dictionary, I will say name colon, what is that name? Puka. Okay, then age colon 5. Then if color not in spam, if color not in spam, then what should I do? If color not in spam, what is the color there? Color is not a variable, it is a string, what I want to type. So I will say color not in spam. Yes, the condition is true. Then what I know, I need to update that. Spam color should become black. Should become black. Color should become black. So here you take that color should become black. Okay. Now then print span. Okay. So I will go to this and I will say print span. Okay, now we will try to run this program. So you will going to execute this by, you can see the color is updated in the dictionary span. So that is how you will be able to get it. Now the same thing we can do by using the set default method. How to do that? For that I will go to this, then I will not going to use the if condition. Now I will come to this, then spam dot set default. What is that? First one is color, comma, black. Color black. Then print span. Then use print span. So here it will going to execute the same thing, whatever you have written there, it will going to be executed. Then if you want to give span dot set default, then again color, comma, white. Okay. Now if you try to execute this, it will not going to execute because color is already existing in your program for this. Suppose if I don't give this, I will just give a comment for this, and then if you try to run, then it will going to give you the color will going to become white because the color is not existing in the first instance. Therefore, this automatically the span dictionary will going to be updated by using this. Now similarly, we will going to take one simple message wherein it will count the number of characters by using the set default character. So how to do that? I will say message, I will try to run a message equals, I will say my name itself. Then I will count, which is an empty character, empty dictionary. Okay. Then for character in message, for character in message, okay, then count set default, count dot set default, then character, comma, 0. Then count character equals count character plus 1. Then print count. So what it does, let us see what it does. So first I will go to the Python file. So now the message first, now the program starts from the first line. So first it will take the message as my name Manjunatha, then count, initializes that count has got null dictionary, there is nothing there. For character in message, first what is that? It takes the character as, what is that? Character becomes young because the first character here, what is doing is, it is slicing the string itself. Manjunatha is nothing but it is a string. So it slices a character by character. So that means it will take capital M first, small a, small n, small j, small u, n, a, t, h, a. So how many number of characters is there? 10 characters is there. And each character will going to be a key because it is a dictionary. And for each key, what is the corresponding value of that? What I am trying to do here, I am trying to count the number of characters. That is what I am trying to do. So count set default character is 0. So what it does in this function, count set default. Character is there. So default value it is setting it as 0. So you can see count is equal to 0. Okay. Count character. What is the count character? 0 plus 1 it becomes 1 now. Becomes 1. After that the loop jumps back because it goes for the character again. Is character in message? Yes. A. It takes small a now. Then set default. A will become 0 now. A colon 0. Then count character. A becomes 1. Then after that it will goes for n. Now you see it takes n. N it takes. N is 0 first. Okay. Now n is 0. Then it counts 0 plus 1. It becomes 1. So n becomes 1. Then again it goes back. Checks for the character in message. Yes, it is there. So it takes j. Default value. It takes it as 0. Then it counts 0 plus 1. J becomes 1. Then you have u. Take u. U is 0. Yes, initially. Then after that it becomes 1. Then after that it will goes to n now. You can see n. Okay. N. Then n becomes 0. N becomes 2 here because n is already existing here. So n becomes 2. Then a. So a it takes. A is already there. A, what is the count character? Character is there. It will not going to take 0 now because already it is there. So it takes the character itself. So it becomes 1. So 1 plus 1. Count character is 1 plus 1. It becomes 2 now. Here you can see it will going to become 2. Then character in message. N, A, T. T is there? No. Count character. T becomes first 0. Then T becomes 1. Here. Then H. H is also not there previously. So it takes H is equal to 0. Count character becomes 1. Then A. It is already existing. How many number of A is there? 2. So 2. Count character is 2 plus 1. It becomes 3 now. A becomes 3. You can see here. T, H, A. Then again. So it goes to this. Is there any other character in this? No. So it comes out of the loop and then print count. So this is how you will be able to execute the number of characters. How many characters are there? 10 characters. So 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters. There is no space. Even the space is also considered here. So that is the main concept of using the set default method. The same thing, what if you want to do this, we can take this. It was a bright cold day in April. So I am going to change the character here. It was a bright cold day. Correct? Bright cold day in April. Bright cold day in April. I will not going to give the message. I will not going to show this by step by step. Simply I will just run this program. So it will give the counting the number of characters, and even you can see here the space is also counted. How many number of spaces there? 7 spaces is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Capital I, how many times? 1 times. Small t, 1, 2, T2. Space is over. W, small w, 1. Then small a, 1, 2, 3. Like that. It keeps on counting the number of characters till the entire message is read, and finally gives in the form of a dictionary, because a character, and also we are counting the number of characters in each message. So that is how we will be able to get the set default method, which will going to be applied, the set default method in Python programming. Thank you.